RSG, you don't really have the optimal choice, but you have viable options.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't go for the Sapaki though. They were going to go for the Tamus instead, coming from HOMEBOIS.
Need a setter.
They need a strong front line, and I guess Tamus is pretty tanky if you think about it, because they only have one front line.
Yeah. And not only do they need a solid solo front line, they need an EXP laner that they can pick blind, because they don't know what Rippo's hero is going to be just yet. It could be the Edith, but they are not too certain, so better to go with a hero that will win most matchups quite easily.
Much XP laners that can reliably keep you in place. It all requires your mechanics like Lapu Lapu, sure, but you need to land the Land Shaker. Same with Khalid if you go in with the ultimate. I think in this case, RSG, you don't really have the optimal choice, but you have viable options.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't go for the Sapaki though. They were going to go for the Tamus instead, coming from HOMEBOIS.
Need a setter.
They need a strong front line, and I guess Tamus is pretty tanky if you think about it, because they only have one front line.
Yeah. And not only do they need a solid solo front line, they need an EXP laner that they can pick blind, because they don't know what Rippo's hero is going to be just yet. It could be the Edith, but they are not too certain, so better to go with a hero that will win most matchups quite easily, and I think Tamus is one of the few heroes that will fit both those bills for the HOMEBOIS. So with their draft complete now, RSG gonna be looking for that EXP laner for themselves.
Yeah, and the second thing is that this Tamus, RSG at this point of time won't have enough damage to even scratch the Tamus from, at least for the first 5 to 8 minutes. So they're gonna pick up the Ruby instead. This is most likely gonna be a Ruby roam. Yeah, and I think it makes a lot more sense. Tamus in the Edith, I still feel like it's Tamus' favorite, but at least for the Edith, you have some sort of a lane control with that wave clear.
Interesting to see how RSG has actually drafted it accordingly as well. They bring in the Ruby. There is going to be some sort of disruption, but I don't know. This feels like there's a lot of mobilities coming from HOMEBOIS, whereas RSG they will have a more annoying comp. What do you guys think?
I think based on what we're seeing here, yes, you're correct. Higher mobility composition from the HOMEBOIS. They want to snowball, they want to gank, they want to get kills on Chibi's Nolan. So RSG knows they're not going to be out mobilizing a Matilda, so they're going to play for strong side lanes instead. By having Edith and Roger in the side lanes, they're heroes that are difficult to gank easily, and that might delay them enough to get to mid game.
Oh, well. We shall see. Will the defending champions dominate? Or will RSG go and defy against all odds to prove themselves to be prime? This is the best of 5 series. Game 1, HOMEBOIS versus RSG
HOMEBOIS literally in their comfort zone right now. The draft allows them to not just be mobile. This is first blood already.
No, what?
We're seeing the damage, the hot fix in the jungle coming into play. First blood for Lo Liao. Oh, this is what a start they have.
Yeah, an excellent start. Now even harassing Udil out of the mid lane, denying him from EXP, forcing Purify from Zorn. This is exactly the opening RSG was looking for. But Chibi still gonna continue on his usual pathing.
I'm surprised they actually decided
the
to go
Lethal?
for the invade here, but now Lethal in the hands of RSG. Zorn still going a little bit more pesky here as he tries to go for invades. It's not even 2 minutes yet, and the penalty still applies to HOMEBOIS. This is going to put them in a very awkward situation, but Zorn is going to try to push the pressure here. Chibi now, level 3. He wants to try and steal the jungle here. He's going to make an attack, but he's taking lesser damage. But guess what? The burst coming from Storm and Vinogo, chopping Chibi unto his half HP.
I think Chibi didn't get the camp, so that is good for Vinogo. At least he's not falling behind in terms of experience. They'll hit level 4 at the same time. Retri will come back up for the objective. Izanami also gets to fall back, but he does have that experience advantage. So the early game for RSG at this point of time is going pretty swimmingly.
One benefit for the HOMEBOIS is that dying that early on in the game actually has a lot less impact as if you were to give first blood like 2 or 3 minutes in. Zorn's able to respawn quite quickly. It's
about game time, and we're jumping back into the game. And as you can see, RSG they're going to be trying to contest for the turtle pit for now. HOMEBOIS already in position, dropping down pretty low. Here comes Echo coming in, but they're going to force the fight, but Vinogo, he wins the Retri battle. HOMEBOIS, they need to back off. They're going for the combo as well. They're going for a drop. Vinogo finds the kill on Audio, and now HOMEBOIS, they need to get Sapat out. Fortunately for them, they are able to do so. But Storm with the flicker play, he wants to chase Sapat. He doesn't want to get him out of there. Izanami missing the snipe. Venture sends him off Storm. He's going to try and come into this, but Sapat eventually falls under turret. Zord also needs to get out in one fell sweep. RSGMY wins the retry battle, picks up 3 kills, and now they're looking for more. TV tried to be a little bit cheeky, and he's also dead. What happened to the defending champions?
Wow.
Prime RSGMY.
That's a 2K gold lead from that sequence. Everything went right for RSGMY. Props to Ripple. His Flicker Earth Shatter completely messed up Udio because it sent him into a straight up Appraiser's Wrath that killed him instantly. And of course, Storm taking out Serpat, forcing the vengeance of all things. And icing on the cake, they even cash in on Chibi trying to sneak away the purple buff. So this early game is a disaster for Homeboys.
And that is straight up a disaster. We already talked about how important that first turtle timing is for composition as running a Nolan. Not only did Homeboys get dismantled there, not only did Chibi lose retry to Venogo, but trying to vertical jungle cost him his life, and that's going to put an assassin jungler in a situation where he's not going to be able to contribute for a little while, and is exactly what RSGMY is looking for.
Oh boy, this is something that we did not expect right from the get-go. Who would have thought? RSGMY putting Homeboys at their own place here. Maybe a little bit mistake, but they definitely are putting on a show. Meanwhile, bottom side, Circling Eagle comes in, still taking a little bit too much damage here. He's buying a little bit of time here. Eventually, here comes Nets with the entropy, but he's not able to get the kill. And RSGMY, they hold on once more.
They even get a kill on the Serpat, right? They brought Venogo up top, and Ripple cashed in on that. And now Venogo is a level ahead of Chibi, takes the purple buff away.
Oh no.
The snowball continues for RSGMY, 3k goal advantage as the second turtle spawns.
This is terrible for Homeboy, straight up, but really good if you're an RSGMY fan right now. Storm taking a lot of poke damage, but I'm not sure if this is the fight they're looking for.
Oh, I'm Offender comes in. They are going to try and force the issue. Circling Eagle comes in. Oh, Zord not committing to Storm, so they are going to both disengage, knowing that it's just not worth it. Udi also popping the ult here. Not going to be able to do too much damage, Serpat thinking about shoving the top side, but Turtle completely ignored from both sides, not having retry.
If you're RSGMY, you probably don't need the turtle as much as Homeboys does, but even Homeboys can't really walk up. Chibi needs to start power farming, just got the Hunter Strike, but Venogo, he's starting on the turtle already.
Oh, let's see how it goes here. Zorn still trying to body check his help as well. He's looking for the right timing. Echo comes in. Chibi looking for the back line. Circling Eagle as well. Repo taking a little bit damage, but Chibi snipes him from right under Venogo. Venogo with the Appraiser's Wrath, not going to be able to connect. Homeboys is able to steal it away like the sneaky little chicken they are.
And Nets gets killed off. Again, the combined efforts of Storm and Lo Liao. We talked about RSGMY not really needing the turtle as much as Homeboys. Chibi got a drive-by, but they lose their Natan.
And we're seeing really smart plays being made here by both teams. Homeboys choosing to go for an in and out, steal the turtle, disengage from the fight because they know they're behind. But RSG also taking advantage of the situation to play the opposite side of the map and start giving advantage to Lolil. We talk about the snowball on Nolan, but a snowball on Roger is just as scary. And Lolil currently is already 2-0-1.
RSGMY currently 3k net worth lead, and now they're going to try and force an issue. Nets gets caught out in the middle. The Tilda with the saves forces an entropy as well to get out to safety. So he's going to be A-OK for now, but Chibi getting zoned out by Repo. Not the perfect Nolan game for him this time, as Homeboys is struggling to make ends meet across the map.
Yeah. RSG Malaysia just straight up abusing Nets, knowing that he does not Purify for a while more. If not for the guiding wind, Nets would have 100% died in the situation. Even despite that, RSGMY, they're going to cut this bottom wave in an attempt to get this tier 1. Loleo's not going to be scared of Chibi.
Oh no, Loleo's taking a little bit too much damage. Chibi's looking for the flash. Nice light compounds coming from Loleo to die the initial burst. But Chibi is down towards the final 2 charge. He might die to this, and yes, he's dead. Killing spree for Loleo's. Now top side as well, another engagement happens as well. Repo is going to try buy time. Zord manages to escape the slot shatter here.
What did we say? He's not going to be scared of Chibi. He's just way too strong. If Chibi can't land a full combo without him dodging it, Loleo will solo kill him.
Starting to look a little bit like desperation from the Homeboys here. Chibi knows he needs kills to start becoming relevant in this game again. But RSGMY have drafted very smartly here by just basically not giving Homeboys easy heroes to get easy Nolan chain kills off of. And that's making Chibi's life very difficult.
So much stun, so much CC from RSGMY. Homeboys, all they gotta do is just wait for time now. There's like, what can they do at this point?
I think you just have to play the side lanes, right? You gotta farm up a bit, let Nets get his items, because somebody he's gonna eventually fall on this Thamus, and in a game where Thamus is behind, it's just twice as worse. So it comes down to Nets, perhaps Chibi to kind of make ends meet, catch up with to RSGMY.
It's gonna be difficult though. It'll take Homeboys at least another 2 or 3 minutes before they can actually look to fight again. It would be a good timing because that's about when the Lord will spawn, so maybe it'll be enough for Homeboys to find the angle they're looking for. At RSG, all they really need to do is just keep doing what they're doing. Izanami should scale up quite well. Lolil and Rippo will have more than enough damage together once you come into that late game phase. So as long as they continue to deny map control and space for Homeboys, RSGMY actually have a straight shot to victory here.
RSGMY taking away what Homeboys needs the most.
Oh no, Sabat, he got caught out. He needs to get out. Zorn as well. They're taking so much damage. They're able to escape. Chibi tried to go for the backlines to snipe O'Leos, but doesn't seem to be able to do so. Vinogo stops him in his track. Homeboys making an attempt, but still a very risky one.
Yeah, that fight was not even close. RSGMY didn't have to use too much. The ultimates are going to come back up very, very swiftly. And the best part is that the Lord is spawning on the bottom side, so Doem.
Oh my goodness, Echo comes in. It does see the Homeboys. They're like, everything they're trying to do is getting completely read by RSGMY, and now even the purple buff as well getting completely slowed through. They're going to send Sabat to try and zone off Vinogo. Middle lane defended. Homeboys now defending the rest, but no, they'll lose it as well. They're bringing in Chibi to go in for a snipe. She tries for the combo. Stone! Almost losing his life, but he will get out. Homeboys, again, struggling. Desperation. Another attempt, but Repo's only half HP. They need somebody to get a finisher. And unfortunate to say, RSGMY is just too tanky right now.
And they gotta slow it down. Nets is basically their only win condition now for the Homeboys, and RSGMY should be aware of this. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit more focus towards this Natan, but I think that the Homeboys are doing a good job here of just splitting up the map, trying to steal away jungle camps, playing the opposite lane. They're not gonna contest for this Lord.
At least let Nets get the top tier 2. If Chibi can steal this Lord, Homeboys are going to stabilize this game in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, but it's going to be close here. They're calling in Sabat to try and zone him out. Down towards very, very low. Chibi, they don't have the information. Not going to make the attempt. So RSGMY secures the Lord in their favor, but they may lose a tier 2 up top.
It's the best that Homeboys can hope for. Just let Nets get everything. He is, like Slava said, the only win condition. If Nets can pop off and kill everyone on RSGMY, they win the game. But if Nets goes down, the game ends right then and there, because RSGMY have completely outskilled everyone on Homeboys, and this Natan is their last hope.
Gonna be pushing in the mid lane here. Chibi still trying to make something happen on the opposite side of the map, but Rippo alone is more than enough to deny him that possibility, and RSG just running down mid lane.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here. It's going to be a very difficult defense. Lord already matching from the top side. Nolan securing the purple buff on the enemy jungle, so that's a big plus point for him. But again, they need more out of Chibi.
This Novari is becoming a big menace. No one on Homeboys can catch Izanami, and he's dealing way too much damage. He's giving way too much info to his team. Oh
no, Chibi is making his way from the flank here. He needs to be quick a little bit more. Lord's good about the crash as well. Homeboys, they have to throw bodies for this, but at the same time, RSGMY, they don't know where Nolan is. He's hiding in the bush. Meanwhile, here comes the attempt here. I'm Offender has been used. Sabat needs to pop his out to back off, but Chibi again, I think he briefly saw him. Izanami, he found him. He needs to get out. RSGMY, they will back off, and this is good. Chibi is somewhat making space for the team, and RSGMY looks like with all that aggression has given up with the assault.
But really good discipline, right, with the positioning from RSGMY. Even though they could look to straight push into the Homeboys base, by recognizing that they don't know where the Nolan is, they're still positioning safely, checking behind them, making sure that no flanks are left exposed. Chibi is looking desperately for Izanami especially.
Oh no. Are you sure? You should be recalling here, RSGMY. Do they check this? They're thinking about this. Oh, Izanami, they found him. Oh no! Mistakes were made, Chibi. What were you thinking? You are gonna get punished for this. He could have gotten out. tried for a risky play, but RSGMY, they've got him completely shut down.
Desperation. I don't think you can even kill Izanami. Izanami just got the blood wings. You won't have enough damage to blow through him unless you have like another core item.
Oh, now Stone with the catch coming in as well. Sabat, he's going to try and play through it, but the chain stun's coming through. Izanami killing spree. RSGMY 9-0 in the second day of the playoff against Homebois. An absolute domination. And now Vinogo looking for the taunt here. They even find Odil. Homebois, they're crumbling. What happened?
Wow, this is cinema from RSGMY. They can just take the next Lord and wait to beat up Homebois in their own base at this point.
Oh no, Zord, he's getting pulled back here. He's trying to make a play, but RSGMY is just... Ugh.
RSG is being too efficient here. I don't know what kind of practice they went through during the break, but this is a very different team than we saw at the end of the regular season. Rotations seem cleaner, coordination is good, and their understanding of how to draft to counteract this Nolan pick from the Homebois, which has worked for them the entire season, is showing a higher level of mastery right now. They're gonna take the Lord for free.
Yep, and at the same time, admitting your own mistakes and working on improving to become better. RSGMY, Vinogo, he's admitted himself to play really bad yesterday. Today, with self-realization, he's playing a better game than before.
I think also you give props to Stoem for opening up so much space for the team. Of course, you have Izanami, this Novaria. It's always efficient when you want to get info, but this push might be the one.
Yep, and now with the echo coming in, I'm offended from Storm. Catches Sabat. He's going for the vengeance. He's going to be able to survive this. But the Lord has to fall, and it will do so. Loleo spit the pounds, doesn't get the kill. He needs to back out a little bit more, but Zord, he is going to die to this. It is going to be meat shield for Homebois. They're still holding on. 4v5. Vinogo forced to back off. The snipe comes in. Chibi again could not find a single kill from the side of Homebois. As RSGMY, they are continuing this. Vinogo walking back from the base. 4v4 for now. As they are going to try and poke this from the flank. Zord going to be scouted out as well. Sapat won't be bursted out. TP from the back lines finds Izanami, but Izanami flickers out. He's going to be okay. Nets! He tries to make a play, and he's going to be able to scare him off guard. They get a double with this defense as RSGMY underestimated the power of Nets.
No Vinogo. Vinogo needed to be there. I feel like without Vinogo, Udil stealing the primal wrap, and this Natan coming online. You're starting to feel the heat from Homebois. The damage not to be underestimated, but still RSGMY, they have a massive lead.
RSGMY still has a lot of damage. The only reason that they ended up getting picked off in that last fight was that they stayed a bit too long, tried to end the game with a single minion wave. And even though Chibi wasn't able to get any kills, he was able to divert a lot of attention from the RSGMY backline away until it was too late to realize that Nets and Udil were actually dismantling their front line instead.
Well, speaking of dismantling here, can they make a comeback out despite all this? They've been dragging this for so long. We started to see a little bit of glimpse of Nets, but eventually RSGMY, they've got Loleo Zorn. Oh no, he's got the Purify. He's gonna go for single eagle. He's able to get out, so that's a plus point for Homebois. Homeboy fans gotta be having a little bit of sigh of relief for now.
Man, the amount of shield that Zorn got from that, it really felt like he didn't take any damage at all. But it is as a cost of the Purify. Side lanes, the mid and bottom minion wave will always be in RSGMY's favors just because they took the inhibitor down.
But it is a notable Lord push advantage here. We saw that Homebois actually managed to shift it into the negatives for RSGMY. Their base is empty except for one inhibitor, but they're slowly regaining some net worth control. The thing is, 6k at this point though is still quite a lot. RSG just needs to avoid staying too long in these fights and they'll be okay, honestly.
Yeah, Conceal has been played as well, coming from RSGMY. But seems like they don't want to take any more risks here. They are going to focus on the Lord fight here. This is going to be very important because both sides level 15. One wrong move means that it is going to be a potential loss here. In this case, here comes the collapse here. They're dropping on Sapat. They're throwing everything. But Udil with the plays. And now GB looking for the back lines. They're finding Loleo's. And now the taunt coming from Vinogo to stop him back. Loleo's will survive.
Wow.
But they get the drop on GB. Vinogo with the catch. They lose two. What a maneuver from RSGMY.
Dude, Nets is dangerous. He is absolutely lethal in this fight. Yeah, I feel like RSGMY, if you can kill Ness, the game ends. But if Ness is left unattended, he is solo carrying Homeboys.
No. The Lord gets reset here, so that's going to buy a little bit more time for Homeboys. Somebody's got to defend the creep wave. They're sending Udio to defend. Now, Circling Eagle gives them vision. Ness cannot push forward. Now, Lulio's looking for the chase, but he doesn't want to troll, as they have to defend the base. RSGMY secures the Lord once more.
RSGMY going to have a pretty easy time pushing in with this. Only one inhibitor standing, and Homeboys doesn't have the best wave clear save for the Natan. So as long as they don't make the same mistake as previously, this first game should go to them. But Homeboys needs to be respected, honestly. This spacing, they...
GB! No, that's huge! That's huge! That's exactly what Homeboys needed! They got the kill on the Roger. He tried the first time, he chipped the immortality. Now for the second time here, can he get out? Yes, he can. They will buy even more time now. RSGMY cannot close out the game now.
It's really dangerous territories. Homeboys at the 52k total net worth. Bloodwings finally up on Ness. He even went for the Holy Crystal first before the Bloodwings, knowing that they need the damage.
Circling Eagle connects on 2. Finds Udio. Tier 1 still stands. Purple buff not available. Chibi will steal it away from Vinogo. So a little bit more space for Homeboys. But again, creeps, inhibitors fallen. It feels so difficult for Homeboys.
But they're doing it. They're mounting that comeback. That 6k net worth lead is now only half of that. And you can see that the goal difference between the gold laners is not too notable. Chibi has actually regained his net worth lead as well. The RSGMY, this is literally what I was talking about, needs to respect Homeboys a little bit. They started to stop paying attention to Nolan's positioning.
Interesting enough, he's got a Winds of Nature on Chibi? What? Okay.
Chibi?
Does he?
Oh, sorry, on Natan. Okay, never mind, forget it. I'm confused. I'm lost. Like, I thought it was Chibi on the Natan, but you know, it's Nets. Sorry.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now, looking at the Echo coming in, they are going to try and force a fight on Subpat here. Looks like he's going to be very tanky. He's diving the back lines, he's connecting on Lulio, but they can't seem to finish him off here. Chibi forced to diverge. He focused on the Vinogo. He gets taunted up. That's going to be the immortality chopped away. Chibi, can he get out? No, he cannot. Got stunned. He's going to be permanently locked down. As RSGMY now shutting down the jungler means that is the opening they need to take a jab on the crystal.
Yeah, thankfully, Chibi will be back when the Lord respawns. Credits to Ripple for landing the Primal Wrath stun onto the root onto Chibi. He could have dashed away easily, but this is RSGMY's second chance to try and end the game.
Oh, they're not going to try and wait for the Lord. They're going to try and see if they can do this while Chibi's still dead.
Yep, now Nets is going to be the all-savior boy here, the Wonder Boy. Can he do it? No, he went forward. He's going to get taunted out. But no, the damage is good. They actually have the damage. They will survive. And Nets is 1 HP. He survived. The Winds of Nature. He's got everything. The Wonder Boy does it again. Chibi, I got you. Don't worry.
Avoiding that Appraiser's Wrath with the Winds of Nature literally saved them. If Vinogo hits that out point blank onto Ness like that, he's surely dead. Homeboy just pulling this out of the pocket. What used to be a close to 10k goal advantage has now shrunk to non-existent. This 1.6 does not matter at all.
They're called Homeboys for a reason. They're going to defend their home with their lives. They've turned this game around, and now it's a 50-50 Lord at half HP.
Now, starting things off, Zorn going to be a Circling Eagle looking for the knockup. He doesn't get it, but no, Vinogo! He found Nets! A big Appraiser's round, that's huge! GB, he needs to win the red tree, and GB does it! But Homeboys, they need to get out. Subpat, run! Subpat, run! He's got immortality. Vinogo, he's so low. He's trying to find a pickoff as well. Homeboys, they managed to get out. No! Stone with the pull!
The snipe!
The snipe from Zanami. They found GB. Vinogo so strong. Tried to go for the Appraiser's Wrath. He cannot die. Winter Trunk get to buy time. He gets out, but Homeboys, they need to reset. It's 4v5. Lord in their favor. They've lost Nets. They've lost Chibi. Nets, 15 seconds left. They're throwing bodies for this. Subpat, he needs to defend with all his life. That's going to be the first immortality. Circling Eagle connects on 5. He's buying so much time.
Nets
it's not good. Subpat is dead. Nets as well. Zord is the only one left. It's not good enough for the Homeboys. They tried their best, but RSGMY is the one that takes game 1.
Man, RSGMY steamroll Homeboys that hard and still struggle to close out the game thanks to the mechanical prowess of Homeboys. What a game 1!
The rivalry persists.